back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, and my goodness, what a match here today. I'm Christian Harloff.
I am Mark Ellis, and you know we don't get dressed up for just any occasion, Christian.
Well, thanks a lot.
Today is something special because we have a special celebrity match pitting the star versus the director of the new film Black Butterfly, which is in theaters today, also available on digital demand and on demand as well as digital download. That's a lot of demands, Christian.
There's a lot of demands, and I'll tell you what, man, I am so excited to have these guys, both Brian Goodman and Jonathan Rhys Meyers, here to compete today in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I mean, I've been a fan of Jonathan Rhys Meyers for a very long time. When you go back to Match Point and then Vikings and now Black Butterfly.
He's a fan of yours here, too.
Well, I think that's true. I actually think that's not true. He didn't know who I was.
Not true at all.
But now you look right now, you look at this match, what are they going to know about movie trivia? What are they going to know, and what are we going to find out about these two guys today?
And that there is the game. Charming, world-class talent. These are all phrases that have been used to describe me, but it's not about me today, Christian.
It's not about you.
It's about Jonathan Rhys Meyers and him telling us backstage that he thinks he's pretty good at Oscar movies and action adventure, and then you get more of an unknown in Brian Goodman. He's been an actor, he's been a director, but does he know anything about movie trivia?
We're going to find out, but I don't think it matters because he scares me the way my dad does. It's just he's very quiet, but it's just like you feel like when he gets mad, you just don't want to be anywhere near him.
I'll tell you this, if I show up in a prom limo and I'm going to pick up somebody, I do not want that guy answering the door.
No, I'm with you. But, guys, we want to hear what they said to each other right now. Here you go.
Thank you.
What do you do?
I'm a writer.
Who said you could read the script?
The stories are not good enough. I can help you. I just wanted to show you some real. Sorry for the scare.
Where you going, Paul?
We had an agreement.
Johnny. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I usually come in with the win attitude, but not with him.
Well, you know, he's a tough guy. He's from Boston. He's got some brief, you know what I mean? So I've got to tread carefully.
Sharp, very intelligent, very sharp. Quick-witted.
I'm kind of like a Netflixer, sort of like iTunes kind of guy. I don't go to the cinema because I usually put on about 45 pounds worth of cream nachos. So, you know, I tend to avoid that, and I smoke like a trooper, so I like to do it at home. So my movie trivia, yeah, you know, it's come ça. What can I say, you know? I'm an actor, cap in hand, trying to get a job.
Be careful.
I'm gonna bring the intellectual pain, you know? And I've got an internal cerebral cortex whip, and you know, I'm gonna knock the Boston right out of your ass.
Again, you see what I'm talking about here. Brian's very calm, cool, collected, and Jonathan basically said he's going to knock the Boston out of him. So
that's right. You can kind of see them playing their characters from Black Butterfly just a little bit because Jonathan Rhys Meyers, very intense. Brian Goodman also is to direct a movie that has that much intense action, a little bit of a thriller element, dare I say a dash of the movie Misery with better abs.
Well, we're about to find out right now. Are you ready to go?
I am ready to go. How's that golden throat feeling?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, he is the director of Black Butterfly, Brian Goodman.
And here comes Brian Goodman. Look at that stare.
He just the stare, the point. He sits down. He's cool. He's calm. He's collected. That's the guy I want directed.
He looks like a guy who's killed multiple men in his career, not just directed them.
And his opponent, also representing Black Butterfly, please give it up for Jonathan Rhys Meyers! He's making us wait.
There he is!
I thought he wasn't going to show up! It's the stare, and he gives him a nice little punch to the back of the head, and he sits and gets ready to the seat. Sitting down, Jonathan is here to play.
Christian, already we see mind games. Maybe all of the things, all the hoops that Mr. Goodman made Mr. Rhys Meyers jump through on the movie, now they're going to come back to haunt him.
Are we? Or is it going to be the other way around? We're going to find out in just a little bit. Mark, tell our competitors and our fans how round one works.
Competitors, in round one, you guys will each hear 8 questions to the field. So as soon as you hear the movie trivia question, you simply simply write down your answer on the whiteboard in front of you. And when we ask you to reveal your answer, please show your answer to the cameras at the same time you verbalize it. Those 8 questions come from 8 different movie genres. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question, so guess to your heart's content.
And you'll have 15 seconds to answer each question. All right. So, Jonathan, are you ready?
Now, after I answer the first question, must I show it and say it, or all 8 questions at the same time?
That's a great question, and we've never had that before.
We've never had that
None of the
before.
other competitors have ever asked such a smart question. We will ask them one at a time, and then you write down your answer, but don't show it until we ask you to reveal it.
Beautiful.
So, Jonathan, are you ready?
I am.
Brian, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, here we go. Round number 1, Mark, go ahead.
In the world of action-adventure movies, by the way, Brian Goodman was great as the lead in Taken. Your question, what actor portrayed the villain Simon in the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance?
I know you love that.
What actor
I know you love
played the
that.
bad guy?
Yeah.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
I like the pausing that you take.
I like the title of that movie.
I like it
It's really ballsy for a third
That's
movie.
just for Johnny.
No, it's for you too. That's for you too. Both you guys.
He was willing to give Jonathan Rhys Meyers a point.
He's gonna give him the handicap right up top. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jonathan, what do you got?
Jeremy Irons.
That's correct for 1 point.
Very small writing by Jonathan Rhys Meyers.
Brian,
Jeremy Irons.
there you go. 1-1.
Jeremy Irons.
James.
Oh, he didn't have it.
It says
He didn't
James
have
Caan.
it. He cheated.
It says
He
James
cheated
Caan.
up top. He cheated up top.
Fucking
What
Boston.
doesn't- Jonathan Rhys Meyers.
Goodman trying to pull a fast one on
Oh
us.
man, he cheated up top there. All right, so make sure, cops, keep an eye on that, will you? Well, nothing. I like that right away. Here we go.
I'm gonna echo him.
All right, question. Jonathan, you might want to hide your board now.
I know. He wrote it small. I couldn't see shit.
Very
I tried to look.
smart tactic on the actor's
Question
behalf.
2, in the category of 90s films, what was the name of Jodie Foster's character in Silence of the Lambs?
Oh, shit.
What was her name?
You ever see that movie?
Yeah, I like movies.
Get this.
Yeah.
The guy
Yeah.
eats people. It's a zany romp.
That's a spoiler, my friend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brian, what do you got?
Clarice.
That's correct. Jonathan.
Clarice Starling.
That's correct.
Even smaller writing the
And you
second
got the
time by
last
Rhys
name. Johnny
Meyers.
Rhys Meyers, got 2 straight. Next question.
Can he go smaller with the third question? From the world of comedy movies. Not a fan of humor, which means I am out of luck for my new best
I could have
friend.
told you that about 3 minutes ago.
They make
Not gonna
those
work
still?
for me. Your question is, in what city was the news crew based in Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy?
Makes it. I botched this when you asked me this earlier.
Yeah, you did not get it right. Very embarrassing moment for you.
I did. 5, 4,
I told your family about it.
3. Please don't. 2, 1. Jonathan.
Los Angeles.
That's incorrect. Brian.
Miami.
That's incorrect. Looking for
San Diego.
San Diego. All right.
You
So the
stay
first miss
classy.
there. Next category is the category of drama. Which mob movie was released first? Was it Goodfellas or The Godfather Part 3? Which mob movie was released first? Goodfellas or The Godfather Part 3?
You know, both those movies involved the mob.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brian?
Oh, they don't trust me no more. They want me first. They want my answers first. Goodfellas.
That's correct, Jonathan.
Goodfellas.
That's correct.
All
All right, so
right.
there we go. Look at this. 3-2. Tight game here, Mark. On to the next
Scant
question.
3 months apart, way back in 1990. Your next question comes from the category of famous actors and actresses. And your question is thus. Which classic character is portrayed by Johnny Depp in the Alice in Wonderland films?
Man, the Alice in Wonderland films.
Yeah, you love those. You cannot get enough
I
of those
like the
movies.
original cartoon, animated.
The original cartoon's amazing.
Really trippy. 5, 4,
Get a bottle of
3.
NyQuil and look out.
I'm counting down. 2, 1. Jonathan.
The Mad Hatter.
Correct. Brian.
No idea.
There you go. All right, so Jonathan now up 4-2. Our next question here, in the category of fantasy sci-fi films, which movie in the franchise was Star Trek: The Search for Spock? Which movie in the franchise was Star Trek: The Search for Spock?
Just need a number out of the gentleman.
I
Yeah.
have more respect because both their looks says I'm more of a Star Wars fan.
Is
my
that
look.
what that look
That was
is?
my look. And I'm just reflecting it onto others.
How many did they make?
About 38. Yeah.
Yeah.
About 38 of those
Scott
movies.
Mance will get mad at me when I was about to say too many.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brian?
7.
Yeah, it's incorrect. Jonathan?
4.
Ooh, just missed it.
It was the search for Spock was 3.
Just
4
missed-
is where
yeah.
they save the whales.
2 questions left here. Number 7.
That's just way too geeky for me. Thanks very much.
Well, here's another one. Number 7, in the category of new releases. Which character was played by Josh Gad in the live-action Disney film Beauty and the Beast? Which character was played by Josh Gad in the live-action Disney film Beauty and the Beast?
No whales in that movie.
Oh my God.
Brian Goodman hates us.
That's right. A stare that could break the set here.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, Jonathan.
The gay fella.
Damn, it's so close. But I'm afraid we do need the character name. We do need the character name.
All right, we need the character name, but Brian?
The Beast.
Incorrect. It was LeFou, but so you can't even get a half a point.
Is that the one that just came out?
Is LeFou the gay fella?
He is.
It's the gay fella then.
I mean, you got it.
I
You got it right.
I just seen that movie with my grandson a month ago.
Yeah,
Technically, Gaston was leaning both ways too.
Well,
so
here's
we
your
can't give a
final
point.
question. Your final question in round 1 in the category of famous directors.
Why don't you go ahead and take this one?
I'm going to.
Yeah, Johnny's gonna kill this one.
Tom Hooper directed Colin Firth and Jeffrey Rush in what 2010 critically acclaimed film?
Oh my God.
I don't know if the gay fellow was in that one.
Might have been. Might have been.
5, 4,
Was the Beast in that movie?
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Jonathan.
King's Speech.
That's correct. Brian? Didn't have it. Oh, you got it. Okay, so there you go. So Jonathan Rhys Meyers are 5-2 after the first round.
Commanding lead.
Really good,
I
though.
love a good comeback.
Only missed 3, and it certainly can happen as we get into round number 2. Mark, tell them how round number 2 works.
Cobster is going to be bringing out the wheel with his broad shoulders. And in round number 2, each one of you gentlemen gets a spin at that wheel. But if you spin a category and you're not a fan of that movie genre, don't worry. We give you a mulligan. You can spin again. Whatever
Unless-
it lands on, you must answer 4 questions from that category. Now look on that wheel. You're going to see opponent's choice and spinner's choice as 2 of the categories. So look out. If you spin one of those, your opponent could be choosing what your category is. Now, the point values double in this round. So each question is worth 2 points. However, if you guys aren't sure of the answer, you can check to multiple choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. But I want you to keep in mind, there is stealing available in round 2. So if you missed a question, Brian, which it looks like you might, Jonathan Rhys Meyers could steal that answer from
Can
you.
you repeat all that?
Absolutely.
I'm kidding. We got it. Fucking boom.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So,
Jonathan Rhys Meyers, you are in the lead, so you get to choose. Would you like to spin first or defer to your director, Brian
I would
Goodman?
defer to my director.
all right, Brian,
As
give
an
it
actor, I'm used to deferring.
Brian, give it
Beauty and the Beast.
a big spin.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
we
there
want
you go.
it.
There it is. There it is.
Look at that spin. You got to think he's looking for famous directors
Looking
here.
on 90s.
90s.
Do you want to stay or do you want to spin again?
Spin again.
Spin again.
Not a fan of that decade.
That's my mulligan.
That's it. That's your mulligan. And it's going to land
It's going to land on 90s again.
Oh, we got Oscar movies.
Oscar movies.
All right, yeah.
Wow.
All right, so Oscar movies for Brian here.
Now, keep in mind, this is one of the strengths that Jonathan Rhys Meyers told us. So if Brian doesn't get this question right,
can
look out
steal
for a
all day.
steal.
He's
I can
good.
see
Okay, Brian, here's your first question in the category of Oscar films. Martin Scorsese lost Best Director for Raging Bull to what famous actor turned director in 1980? Remember, you can ask for multiple choice if you need it.
Kevin Costner.
It's incorrect.
Warren Beatty.
Incorrect. Looking for Robert Redford. Robert Redford.
Ordinary People.
Yes.
Ordinary People, yeah.
Redford, it was Ordinary People.
right, it was
Mary
Ordinary
Tyler
People.
Moore, I believe, in that movie.
Yeah, all right. Your next category.
Hutton.
Sorry, your next question. Which actress is famous for her Oscar speech, "You like me? You really like me"?
You got to sell it.
Well,
You like me. You really like me.
did that help?
You're welcome, Brian.
Repeat the question.
Absolutely. Which actress is famous for her Oscar speech, "You like me, you really like me"?
Brian Goodman trying to phone a friend here.
It's a different game, right?
You can ask for multiple choice.
You like me, you really like me.
5.
Should I just throw something out?
Unless you want multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right. A. Sally Field. B. Meryl Streep. C. Barbara Hershey. D. Juliette Lewis.
Sally Field.
That's correct for 1 point.
1 point.
Yep.
And he's within one correct answer of tying
Yes.
Rhys Meyers.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. Shakespeare in Love won Best Picture over what war film in 1998?
Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love won Best Picture over which war film in 1998?
Give me the countdown when we're getting close.
5.
5. Oh, gee, you can't start at 20?
We go to 4. Again, you do have a chance for multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
A. Black Hawk Down. B. Zero Dark 30. C. Saving Private Ryan. D. Wind Talkers.
Save it, Private Ryan.
That's correct for 1 point.
He's within a point with one question to go.
Now, in order to try to either tie the game or take the lead here, $1 Million Baby was directed by whom?
Clint Eastwood.
For 2
He's
points.
got the lead. He's in the lead.
All right, so now Brian Goodman has a 1 point lead, and now it is Jonathan Rhys Meyers who is going to spin. You got that comeback kid. He did it, so here we go. Jonathan
It
Rhys Meyers
seems
with a good
temporary,
spin.
though. 6 to 5.
I've never seen a backward spin like that.
Backward spin. It was a
Never
smart
seen it
spin.
before.
Smart spin. And it is the category of new
releases.
I might have a shot here.
Fuck me, I never go to the
He's
cinema.
such an old school
You want to
film
go with
buff.
it? You
I
can
might have a
spin again
chance.
if you don't want it.
He wants
No,
to
let's
hit.
go with new
You're going to
releases.
go with it. All right,
Going
with it. I
with
like the
new
balls.
releases. All right. Jonathan Rhys Meyers, your first question in the world of new releases. Ralph Fiennes provides the voice of which character in the Lego Batman movie?
The Joker.
That is incorrect.
For the steal?
No, I'll sit.
You don't want it? Okay.
This is not blackjack, so
okay.
you can guess.
You won't lose
Okay, if I
points.
try to steal, can I get a multiple choice for 1 point?
No, because he didn't choose multiple choice.
Unfortunately, you can't.
Only if he does.
Only if he
But
does.
you can
But
take
you
a guess.
You can take a guess.
So you make up rules as you go along?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
All right. Okay.
Never played this game before.
I don't even know.
Okay.
We were looking for
Who's Ralph?
Alfred.
Alfred.
Alfred the butler.
Alfred.
Keep in mind, Jonathan, if you don't know the answer, you can check the multiple choice.
Okay.
Your next question. Who was the director of the runaway independent hit Get Out?
Multiple choice.
Your options are, is it A, Jordan Peele, B, Keegan-Michael Key, C, Allison Williams, or D, Bradley Whitford?
Jordan Peele.
1 point for
1
Rhys Meyers.
point
We're
there.
tied.
Yeah, we're tied up. 2 more questions here.
All right.
Good job.
Your penultimate question is, Hidden Figures is the inspirational story of 3 African-American women breaking new ground at what company?
NASA.
2 points for Rhys Meyers.
Rhys Meyers. All right.
My man. Good job.
Your last question in the world of new releases. Who directed the science fiction hit Arrival?
Dennis Villeneuve.
2 more points.
2 more points.
We got a
there.
4-point
Denis
lead.
Jonathan Rhys Meyers takes it. There was a good round there,
I'm
too.
impressed.
That's right.
Really good. Okay, now round number 3, Mark. How does it work?
Now, round 3 works like this. There's going to be 3 questions asked to each of you. The point value of those questions goes from 2 points to 3 points to 5 points for the last one. We get those questions because each one of you is going to give us a series of 3 numbers. They range from 1 to 25. Now, because Jonathan Rhys Meyers is in the lead, we get your numbers first.
3
Out of-
numbers from 1 to 25.
187. 187.
187.
That
All
is
right.
the code for murder,
Okay.
It is.
and he might be doing that today.
All right, Brian, you have 3 numbers.
5, 4, 2.
5, 4, and
Missing
2.
3 in that countdown, Christian. Interesting
My
strategy.
grandson's age.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's nice. I made fun of it.
It's going
right.
to bring me luck.
All right,
Fun.
I'll ask the questions to Brian.
All right, so here's how it works. Brian, now because he's down 4 points, he needs to at least tie the game here, or Jonathan Rhys Meyers will win by technical knockout. So we have to make sure that Brian gets these questions. Mark, are you ready to go?
A lot of pressure, Christian. One of these men is going to win this game. The loser is cast out of Hollywood forever. Here we go. Brian Goodman, you chose number 5 for your first question.
Correct.
Up here at the desk, that corresponds to the category of comic book movies. And here's your question. What famous actor played the superhero Big Daddy in the movie Kick-Ass?
Nick Cage.
There you go.
The 2 points right off the
for
bat.
Brian Goodman there. Brian Goodman hits a 2. So his next category is category 4. This will put him in the lead if he hits this one.
For 3 points, you chose number 4. That corresponds to the category of Indiana Jones movies. These feature a daredevil archaeologist. And your question for 3 points. In the film Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, we learn that instead of going by his given name, Henry Jones uses Indiana, which is the same name as what?
No multiple choice.
Not on this one.
I wish I could help.
Me too.
5, 4.
It's father's birthplace.
Unfortunately, they gave him the nickname Indiana because that's the same name as the dog.
All right.
Named the dog Indiana.
So here's how it works. Brian needs to hit this 5-pointer here, or Jonathan Rhys Meyers will win the game via TKO. Here we go.
In the world of Disney movies, who provided the famous voice for the genie in the film Aladdin?
Robin Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen,
correct.
Brian Goodman has the lead.
So now we jump back.
13-10.
Now Jonathan Rhys Meyers here has a chance to win the game. So he picked category 1, category 8, and category 7. Jonathan, for your 2-pointer, category 1, you chose war movies.
Bam, bam.
War movies. Alec Guinness and William Holden star in what film about POWs forced to build a bridge?
Bridge over the River Kwai.
That is correct, Sarah. All right, so now it comes down to this. If Jonathan hits this question here, he will win the game. He chose category number 8, and that would be fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Ian Holm played the android Ash in which sci-fi horror flick?
Alien.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Rhys Meyers! Coming from behind in round 3.
Goodman came back there and put up a fight, but Jonathan Rhys Meyers he hit the 2, he hit the 3, and he's won the game.
Brian Goodman, like a great director, pushing his actor to the limits, but ultimately letting him have the glory. What a nice guy Brian is.
Oh, and now we get to hear from both Brian and Jonathan, who are with Grace Hancock right now.
Hey, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans, I'm Grace Hancock. I'm here with the amazing, my old friend, Brian Goodman, and also the very talented Jonathan Rhys Meyers. What a match, you guys. Okay, so usually on set, actor, director, you guys are on the same team, but today we were fighting against one another. How did this feel?
Well, here's the thing. I feel the same way competing with my sons. If I win, I lose. So I'm glad Johnny won.
Aww. And I mean, you guys had a great match, but you did end up being our champion. How did you feel about that?
Victory is everything.
Like Boston Strong, it didn't work out for you today. It didn't work out for you today.
I'll tell you, as soon as they explain the rules and everything else, Johnny and I spent a lot of time together. He's well informed in the film business. I knew that I was actually pleased for the first time in my life that it was a close match. And I didn't come out on top. Yeah, and I didn't come out on top. So I'm humbled.
I mean, I was very surprised when you got the comic book category in the final round, you looked very worried, and then you busted out Nick Cage like it was nothing.
Can you believe that? That's
I
the only trailer I've ever seen of that with somebody I recognize. It was Nick Cage.
So wait, are you saying you haven't even seen the film? You just knew that from the trailer?
No, never seen. And here's the other thing I've never seen. I have no idea why. And they might even just said it was the right answer and might not have been. But when I said Robin Williams for Aladdin,
You had no idea?
No idea. No idea.
And you obviously have, he said that you mentioned you have a love for old films, for Oscar films.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that really came through for you today?
Come on, there's an actor in the world that doesn't sit down with a box of Kleenex every time the Oscars comes on.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just me.
He's sitting down there with a box of Kleenex and some Ben and Jerry's ice cream going, next year it will be me. I swear I will.
Like a bucket of Ben and Jerry's.
And then the real ignominy is he sees his agent.
Right.
In the second row.
You're at home. Yeah. Well, we've all been there. All right. Well, guys, what a match. What a pleasure having you both in here. And guys, be sure to check out Black Butterfly. It opens today. Amazing thriller, amazing cast, amazing directing. Guys, thank you so much for coming in today. What a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Look, they both had a lot of fun with it, Mark.
Absolutely.
Look, they came in here, talked about Black Butterfly, and now we had a really great two great competitors here because they didn't give up. They didn't know the rules right away, but a good comeback by Brian in round 2 takes the lead in 3, and then Jonathan just showed he has that knowledge.
Brian Goodman can literally stare into your soul and pull an answer out if need be. And Jonathan Rhys Meyers, you talk about a diversity of knowledge in the world of film, able to answer an old-time war movie and then also a science fiction film to get the win. Hell of a job by these competitors.
So make sure, guys, you check out Black Butterfly. It is in theaters right now. It is on demand and digital as well. Guys, check it out right now. It is time for you guys to go and check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown on Facebook. Make sure you check it out here, like, comment, do the whole thing. That's how we get more great competitors like Brian, like Jonathan. Thank you guys for all your support. That's Mark Ellis.
Hi.
I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.